Like the rules of modern society have led to, everybody wants to blame. You got your perspective. I want to be helped.
You could just be yourself. Right now you're someone else. Right now I'm riding through the city with my windows down. Something's in the air, I can feel that loud. Someone bring me back to life, or we all go down. Something's gotta change, I can feel that loud. Yeah, I'd be upset when I see the
What advice, what could we learn for those of us on a more traditional path from the non-traditional folks that you work with?
You know, it's funny. It's really hard to ask a giraffe to be a penguin or vice versa. And so one thing that's become much more obvious to me as I've gotten older is like, wow, DNA is powerful. Like I'm so comfortable with no and losing and fear, but I'm so empathetic to people that aren't. And this will surprise a lot of you that maybe follow me, I'm unbelievably comfortable with aggressiveness and candor and binary talk on stage, but one-on-one, I've really struggled over the last 25 years as an executive with radical candor and shooting it straight because I'm so optimistic and I'm always trying to fix it. And so that's taken me a lot of work. And through that work, I'm like, okay, you know, there's the things that come natural and there are things that aren't. If you grew up in a framework with parents or customs that really desperately overvalue outside affirmation, the opinions of your parents' parents or siblings, because you come from, let's call it what it is, an immigrant background where there's a huge commonality there. School, you were so deeply bought into school that the short-term affirmation of every 90 days with grades and report cards made you comfortable. It's very hard to then go into, hey, this is what you should learn from entrepreneur land. Like, don't worry about it, it's all gonna be fine. That's very hard. You've fully built yourself as an animal to completely value outside judgment that is not based on the market, but based on another human being. That's what I'd like people to learn, which is like, hey, like, what are we doing here? You've won the 400 trillion to 1 lottery of being a human being. Do you really wanna live with regret? Like, do you not understand that the internet is the greatest optionality in the history of mankind? That our grandparents and everybody behind them had nowhere close to the options you sit with today? And really, like, what are you valuing that's making you conform into doing something that doesn't make you happy? Your current overhead? So sell your home and rent. That sounds crazy. You know, when I started talking about like, hey, in the pursuit of happiness, would you consider selling your home and renting? I mean, I got destroyed in the comments sections and a lot of the play, like that I'm some horrible person. I'm like, how is living your life to pay the bills that you've created for yourself? That's all that humans do are create their own jails and then live within it. That's all we do. So knowing that that's very hard in a human way, the situation you have with your parents, all that stuff, the professional one feels like I have a prayer of communicating that and letting people, and here's my point. If you wanna be a professional skier, or if you wanna start a blog or podcast around cooking, my big thing is, if you jump and start swimming, you know, this is riding a bike, kissing a boy or girl, or you know, swimming. It seems super scary until you do it, and then you just laugh about why it felt so scary. Like, if you go do that thing and live more humble, live with judgment, you could always get a job again. Like, I don't know, like my great fear is regret. Because it is the obvious thing I see in people that are 80 to 100 years old that seems super scary. Nobody was thrilled that they played it safe. You don't see it. And I think people should spend more time with 80 to 100 year olds that aren't their grandparents. I mean it. I think people need context on life a little bit. I think people have a horrible relationship with time. Do you know how many people in this room are scared shitless of 30? Like it's something, like it means nothing. But our society has decided to tell you that you have to figure it out and marry and children and what are you talking about? 98% of the 59-year-olds I know don't have it figured out. The hell are we supposed to have it all figured out at 30, 25? Like people are making terrible decisions. getting married because they think they're supposed to by this age. You know, like buying homes because they think they're supposed, like the rules of modern society have led to, everybody wants to blame technology, you know, and drug companies for, you know, all our problems. We need to blame our norms, our expectations, our ridiculous North Stars that make no sense. We're living, when I look at this young of a crowd, they're living to 110. There's an enormous amount of people in here that are gonna live to 110 and are freaking out that they don't have it figured out by 30. You're not even a fucking quarter of the way there yet. You can, bro.
Oh, man. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, bro.
Appreciate it. Thank you so
care, bro.
much. Appreciate it.
Cool. Well, we wanted to respond to your request around new video,
Great.
and so
Because let me just tell you the scenario. What happens is, Jason and Dustin look at me like, hey, when Gary calls my name out in the thread, I want to produce something right away to like help feed him.
Fuck that, yeah.
Yeah, and like we also have a good system in place where like everyone is working on stuff.
So here's one thing. This is the best analogy. I don't even want to have this life if I can't do breaking news. It's very nice that you have a newscast, and that you had a nice meeting this morning, and we're going to talk about the earthquake in Africa and President Nixon's impeachment. But if a tornado takes out the entire state of Mississippi, we report on that. I need to be that. I'm breaking news. I don't give a fuck about your system. I want this fucking video about me in a hat. And we make that. And then we're just one day later on the next thing. That's how it should be treated.
Yep.
And I won't be mad at you. Like, I think you guys have been here not that long and already know that I change my mind on things all the time. I need to taste. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt your video. I'm just giving you this call from my number to let you know that you have to join my text community, 212-931-5731. Hit me up with a text.
So yeah, let's just run through it.
Does that make sense?
yeah.
Go ahead.
In a
let's
sense,
add,
like
yeah.
I mean, because
Let's add.
like we go back and forth with this. We know that recent is always something we want to get to, but it's also we want to make sure this shit is tested before it gets on your page.
But
That
here's-
gives the best chance to win.
Here's the good news. I don't ask often. If I want the video of this thing, let's do it. Even though I just told you if you don't test, I'm gonna die.
Got it. So the ask is more of a one-off than a, like, hey, I'm thinking the system shifts this way.
Gonna say it again.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
breaking news.
Okay.
You're the newscast.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
This is what I don't like. My biggest thing is like I see it everywhere. I'm like, I don't ask that often. So if I'm asking, like, we should do it.
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of disrupting for the sake of disrupting. I have a current hypothesis that I need to taste immediately.
Well, then I wouldn't worry about this then,
Okay.
because I think we're just clarifying. Like we were putting a system in place where we're going to get new clips out to you every single day, without you asking, just to make sure that you have new clips coming through that are as tested as we can get them
I want
within a
that.
2 to 3 day period.
I want that.
We can do that.
I want that. And then when I intuitively feel like, where the fuck are all the clips? Then I'm gonna be able to say what I have to say. So let me ask you a question. When you're making notes of like, when we have that great eye contact, we're like, the fuck happens next?
I bring it over here, and then I'm at
And then I take
How,
it.
on what kind of delay?
the same night or next day.
Yeah.
All
Next day,
they
D-Rock
have
gives
put in-
you 7, 2, 4
Yep.
moments in time.
And he tells me which one's the best one.
Yep.
And then that goes straight into the cloud where everyone, Airtable,
Yep.
where it's there.
And what
then
happens next?
All the platform owners then choose from it, from that day.
Okay?
So if I log it on today, then they look at today. And they say like, oh, this is a clip that may logged from D-Rock.
If they don't choose it, it could die?
Yes.
Cool. That's where we're broken. Here's what I want from now on. I want to hear the clips. We need to put me at the front, not the back. It'll work. You'll see. Good. That's the answer to my question right now.
That's what I
A
mean.
month in.
Yeah.
Where's all my good shit? Sitting in the airtable, not picked by Dustin, Dania, or Caleb, or whoever the fuck is.
Which is why I want to push us into Twitter and into like raw, non-edited,
Love.
clipped, and
Go
get
ahead.
it out.
Done. Approved. Every clip gets put on Twitter. I have to think about how I want to do that. But the answer is yes. Like, whether it's Twitter or whether you guys post it raw somewhere, I got to think about where. I got to figure that out. Yeah, no, it's not a problem. We're going to fix it.
And a lot of times we do put a lot on YouTube.
I still think that this is art and we're missing the biggest thing. Like,
The ideas.
the ideas. We have me for creative ideas. I'm really good. I'm comfortable now saying that. We need to use that as much as we can. And when we can't, because I'm busy or on vacation, you do the best you can.
And then not take, hey, where my clip has negative, more as, hey, I just want to see something fresh. But then also...
It's a negative. Nothing's a negative.
Yeah.
This is a fucking game of perpetuity. That being said, where are the fucking clips? Right? Like I know there's fire from some days where I haven't seen a single clip. I know this.
Yeah.
I know that there was a fucking entire 4-day event.
Everyone knows it. We have it. That's the thing. We have it.
So get it, figure out who's the best in our team for headlining and ideating the clips. And the other thing is me adding context in quick ways is really good too. Like, let's just figure it out. Let's figure it the fuck out. There's nothing else to say. I need to be bothered.
Smartly.
And even not smartly. I'll shoo you
No, I
off
know.
if I'm busy or upset.
When we
Yeah.
did
You
this
should never
before,
stop.
When we
should
did this
never
before
stop.
of sending you a lot of clips, because I think D-Rock also just wanted to show you how much we were pulling. I think if we sent you 10, 4 is actually what we should have sent you with our best concepts.
I just want the fire. D-Rock's following me. I'm paying him to follow me fucking around and not even film, to recognize off his talents being with me for a long time so we can look at each other of the 5 clips that matter. It's that valuable and I don't have them. Figure that out.
Well, that we can fix.
I believe so.
That's not a problem.
Yeah.
We'll fix that.
Yeah, this is just communication. This is good. This is all good. My energy right now is more like excitement than it is like, I'm pumped. Let's just fucking fix it. To your point, the fact that I even have them not gone, like I have fucking 2 years
Yeah,
prior,
it's so bad.
is super fun. But there's been like things where I've given the look and I can't wait, and now intuitively I'm like, where is this?
Right.
I don't need to be the person that's like, hey, where was the African American female? Like, what? I gave you the look, Jace. You made a note.
We
You
took
took a
the same
screenshot.
way though, because it's like we send them out, or it's on.
I believe you.
It's on
I believe you.
TV, and we're like, whoa.
No, it was very easy to understand
Yeah,
the system where
exactly.
where the potential down break is. Like, let's fix it.
Yeah. So those.
We still don't have the scaled solution of like, where are we going to put it?
Which is why we're having joint team.
Twitter's the scariest place to do it because miscontext destroys you.
That's why I think Team Garyvee on IG works. Because then you're getting a raw version, and then the well-produced version is on Gary. So then you'll be like, oh, let me go see what's
You
like
might
the
be
better
diluting it on Insta, but that's okay too. Like, I'm not against it. Some days I have time to look at it and add context, and other times, and by the way, you guys should be smart enough at this point to know that I'm worried about misinterpretation.
It feels like there's tiers. There's your special requests. There's things you've already flagged through D-Rock or the videographer of the day. Those are the things that get elevated, escalated, and done first. And then there's ideation that happens beyond those. But those are the ones that we cannot miss on.
That's for damn sure. That's breaking news. But equally as important is the fuck is he documenting? Like, we're always upside down. It's like everything else. He should be making it on the spot, which is why I don't want people. I want one person to do the whole thing. Jason, you got it, and you make it, and you post it, and now that's why I always want that system, because I don't want to hear this. Jason, you're filming, you catch the 6 fire, you make it all, I'll see you in 3 days when you're back from the cocoon, because you're going coast to coast, and I want to fucking choke your throat if it's, who am I to blame? Right now I'm in this. Cool. Awesome, thanks.
Thank you.
Want a copy?
Sure. Get out of here, no. Yo, good day. Going to the Pencils of Promise Gala, where I'm on the board, which is why I'm suited up, which is rare. You should donate to Pencils of Promise. That would make me happy. Right there. Here we go. It's a good day. D-Rock's looking at me. And I'm telling Tyler that I think Minnesota's going to beat Penn State, so I'm putting it on the record. Tyler doesn't think so, nor does most of the nation, but I'll stick with it. See ya.